All of this food I consume in one day on a very simple and typical day. So let's dive into it. A tablespoon of butter in a cup of coffee. Then I have 1 egg yolk with half a pound of ground beef. This is 85-15 blend. And then right here, this is 1 ounce of heart and 1 ounce of liver. So this is all for breakfast. And then I also have fruit for breakfast too. This is about 5 spears of pineapple. This is 1 banana and a little bit over half a cup of berries. And then sometimes I have a spoonful of honey with it. That's a tablespoon. Then that's for breakfast. And then for dinner, I just have half a pound of the rest of the ground beef packet that I had earlier in the day. And that's it, the 85-15 blend. And of course, I use salt to generously apply to all of this. So here's another example day of how I eat for the entire day. So let's dive in. I've got an 85-15 ground beef from Shirttail Creek Farm that is here. So just 1, and that is a 1/4 pound. Then I have 1 ounce of liver, 1 ounce of heart, and 1 ounce of spleen. And then the other day I made ice cream. So I made it out of 3 egg yolks. And then a lot of people ask me, well, what do you do with the egg whites? Here's what I do. I can reuse it for my breakfast the day after. So these are 3 egg whites. And then what I will do is how I'll cook that is I'll actually add 2 tablespoons of bone marrow in a nice fry pan. So that'll be super yummy, and that's kind of a really good source of fat for me. Then also for breakfast, I am going to have, this is about half a cup of raw kefir by Alexandra Farms, and then as well as half a mango and a tablespoon of honey. Then I'll have probably about half a banana here as well as an apple. Now this is all for breakfast. Then for dinner, I pulled out a nice flat iron steak. This is by Peeler's Farms, and this is about half a pound of steak, and that's all I'll have for dinner. This is what I'm having for breakfast: corn and soy-free chicken wings, 1 egg white cooked in lamb fat, and then I'm also having some milk. This is raw milk and raw colostrum in here, as well as desiccated organs, specifically brain, and I also put the raw egg yolk in here too. So sprinkle that with some salt. So you have yourself about 50 grams of protein and about 35 grams of fat and 13 grams of carbs. And this is what I'm having for dinner: about half a pound of ground beef, 85-15, as well as about 2 ounces of bone marrow on top for my fat. Super yummy. So this together is about 50 grams of protein, maybe 50 to 55, and also 40 grams of fat. This is what I'm having for breakfast today. Take a look in here. So I made hamburgers the other day and love leftovers because it makes for a quick lunch, especially if you need some time-saving breakfast. And then also some liver I'm going to cook up to here as well. I'm gonna grill some beef heart because I really enjoy that and want that. Super nutrient dense. Also, guess what else I'm gonna have? Corn and soy-free eggs. That is what's going to happen today for my breakfast. First meal of the day. I have 2 beef patties that are about half a pound, and that's actually like 90-10% lean versus fat ratio. And then I have a fried egg over top that I seared in a little bit of lamb fat. And then I have liver as well as heart. So that's about 75 grams of protein and about 40 grams of fat for meal 1, my first meal of the day. I'm also having my delicious latte organic coffee beans that are mold-free. Java Planet, thank you. So I have 3 fluid ounces of milk in here as well. So that's about 4 grams of carbs and about 3 grams-ish of protein, maybe 4 grams, and then as well as 2 grams of fat. Cheers. And then about 45 minutes later, which doesn't always happen, I eat fruit, apple, and half a mango. So this is about 40 grams of carbs. And this is my last meal of the day: 8 ounces of filet. Excited about this, treating myself a little bit. This is about 50 to 60 grams of protein as well as 30 to 40 grams of fat. Cheers. Having some sparkling water with some salt. This is what I'm having for breakfast today. I'm having about 5 ounces of beef heart and 2 corn and soy free duck eggs, as well as I will be having 1 tablespoon of this. This is shawarma, which is lamb fat mixed with a little bit of lamb stew. It's sort of a little Middle Eastern thing that's really, really good with eggs. So about a tablespoon of that. So this comes to around 60 grams of protein and then 30 grams of fat for breakfast. Wow, these duck eggs. So for fruit today, it's a small mango as well as a small banana and about a teaspoon of Manuka honey. So that comes in about 60 to 70 grams of carbohydrates. Also taking down an apple right now. Okay, this is what's for dinner. Flat iron steak, about 6 ounces of this, which is about 35 grams of protein and about 8 grams of fat.